Boo! Fuck we talking about? We back. Come on. All right. Let's get to it.
Island was sealed off from the public. For years, Jeffrey Epstein's private island was sealed off from the public. But in late 2025, newly released government files and photographs showed what was actually on Little St. James. What investigators uncovered inside of these buildings was far stranger than anyone expected. Located in the heart of the United States Virgin Islands, Little St. James, like many of its neighbors, was privately owned. These tiny outcroppings in U.S. territory act as tax havens for the rich and powerful. But one billionaire had darker intentions. Jeffrey Epstein didn't just use it as a place of business. It was the place where he carried out his darkest deeds, a massive sex crime enterprise.
You know what I don't like about this nigga? He made it weird to own islands now. What if I wanted to own an island? What if I wanted to be throwing big parties on my island and conducting the right businesses? This nigga ruined it for me. Fuck you.
That trafficked women for decades. The secrets of the island were kept under lock and key until his mysterious 2019 death. And even then, it was plagued by red tape until it was sold for $60 million in 2023. Since then, only a few pictures have been released, but each one is more bizarre than the last. The main house was described as a mansion, but it was really more like a compound. There was a massive colonnaded villa-style house that was used for elite guests. Alongside it was a stone cabana with a turquoise ceiling, which Epstein typically used as his private residence. A large pool was under construction.
Bro, the way they keep putting his image is killing me, though. I ain't gonna lie, this nigga.
At the time of Epstein's death, another luxury amenity demanded by the money man. But this was all standard rich guy stuff, the kind of money is no object residence you would expect. And it definitely wasn't built for one person. It had plenty of room for guests, including housing quarters for both the staff and for VIPs. While some stayed in the mansion itself, there was also separate buildings for larger groups. This is one of the clearest indications that ferrying people to the island for twisted parties where any vice was available was a key part of Epstein's business.
Bro, I'm just like, the way that, do you think niggas, okay, hold on. Let's get on this.
Today, we're gonna be making beats you guys send me, okay? So let's go.
Chinchi, model.
Do you think he was using this also as like, was he charging these niggas to do this shit? Like, I'm confused. Or was, you know, I don't know if he was, because he might have not since he was getting like all these pictures and shit, because I know he was using that to what's the shit called, blackmail niggas and shit. But we gonna see. Fuck
But
around.
when it comes to sheer strangeness, nothing on the island compares to the next structure investigators found. There is one big building on the island that no one can quite explain. It's known only as the Temple, and it is the biggest remaining mystery around the island. A massive blue striped box-like building located at the southwest point of the island. It's surrounded by a huge...
If y'all know, if y'all been reading up on what these niggas be eating, maybe this was that wrong.
Square pavilion covered with red and white mosaics.
I don't want to be saying
point,
nothing crazy, but I'm just saying.
The building was topped with a massive...
You know what? I take it back. We don't know what they're doing. And I don't want them to find me. I don't know. There was no what's it called behind that. Tayshawn, clip this just in case somebody ever comes to end my life within these next 2 weeks, or if I die mysteriously. I didn't die mysteriously. Really, in the next month and a half, 2 months, 3 months, y'all have my location, and y'all know what type of person I am. I would never kill myself. I would never, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Remember that shit, bro. I don't want to go out because of this, bro. Because of y'all, bro. And this would be y'all fault. This is not me. So, because I'm doing this for y'all. And me, though, because I do like doing this shit. But still, this is for y'all mainly. This is content shit for y'all. You feel what I'm saying? But I like making... Alright, bro.
Golden dome and several bird statues.
just chatting.
It looked like an ancient temple to the gods. But not even divine intervention could stop Mother Nature. It was seriously damaged during Hurricane Maria 2 years before Epstein's death, and the dome was lost. and only a few people have ever been allowed inside. The building was reportedly originally designed as a music pavilion, and it may have been patterned after the famous Dome of the Rock in Mecca. Patrick Barron, a piano tuner, paid a brief visit to the building to set up a piano for Epstein in 2012 and described the unsettling vibe with the gargoyle-like statues, and would later confirm what he saw in pictures as the investigation built. But it's rarely been seen since.
Bro, like, can we? Alright, bro, I'm not
As
gonna
the
say-
island was kept under lock and key following Epstein's death. But one of the strangest things about the building wasn't a thing, but a person. It was well known that Epstein had countless famous visitors to his island, although there are precious few details about what they did there. Rumors have circulated about high-profile politicians, and of course the former Prince Andrew Mountbatten Windsor had been named in plenty of lawsuits. But one face Barron reportedly saw there was the Pope. Not in person, but Barron spotted a massive picture of Epstein and the Pope hung over the piano. Some have speculated that the photo may depict a real meeting, although this has never been confirmed. However, he couldn't confirm which pope had the sinister contact. But despite all of...
I don't even want to believe this is true. I hope it's not. That's all I can say on that, because, like, nigga, there's no, like, you know what I'm saying? I just hope it's not, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know.
it is still a mystery. Investigators noted that the most disturbing part about the building is that it seems to have a door with a locking bar on the outside. This would prevent people from getting out rather than getting in, leading to some of the darkest theories yet about the island. Could this strange building have been the key to the whole operation? Theories center around a hidden elevator or tunnel, which could have led to Epstein's many escape plans. Or darker conspiracies point to a secret underground temple for twisted religious rituals that Epstein was a part of. It's just one of the many mysteries the government hasn't yet come close to cracking. And it's not the only unexplained building on the island. Close to the water, you'll find a second, smaller building. It has the...
Bro, this is what I'm saying, bro. They lying, bro. They know what's going on, bro. There ain't no way. Ain't no way they searching this shit and ain't find nothing. They not giving us shit. Y'all gotta open y'all eyes. Real eyes, real eyes, real eyes. You know what I'm saying? This be the problem, bro. Folks nowadays be so blind by what they got going on, they can't see the truth. Real eyes, real eyes, real eyes. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm gonna say.
Same bizarre patterns on the ground and blue and white color scheme, although it lacks many of the ostentatious features of the main building. Could they be linked? And if they were part of an often theorized escape plan, they could be connected underground. But the little information we have about them hasn't proven anything, which just makes the conspiracy theorists determined to make sense of them. Information was sparse, but never underestimate the power of an influencer. In 2023, an American urban explorer managed to make land on Little St. James while it was still in limbo. They found most of the buildings that Barron described were still standing. However, the ostentatious temple had been painted white, making it blend into the surroundings.
Let me tell y'all something. That white wasn't really to blend in. They're mocking purity.
Did Epstein's tastes change, or
be the
did
first
he
one
or
to say
someone
it.
else
That's all I'm
want
gonna
to
say,
cover
bro.
up the bizarre series of
That's it,
events
bro.
going on here?
Come on.
With only a few people able to access the island and...
And who are these people? Let's find that out before we keep going down this rabbit hole. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like I'm losing it. I'm losing it. Y'all hear me? Like, it be that shit, bro. You know, I always thought them niggas was crazy. Like, nigga, but I be one of these niggas now, bro. Like, damn, bro. Nigga banging their head and shit. Like, what the fuck going on, bro? Somebody explain to me what the fuck going on, bro. What's going on? Why don't we know nothing? Who's hiding the truth? I'm not going for this shit no more, bro. What's good, Rail? How you doing, twin?
weren't going to be forthcoming anytime soon, but some seriously disturbing secrets came to light. The release...
Whoa.
What's that?
I just built a budgeting app in Base 44.
You said doing okay?
Guys.
A-okay?
Nina just built
Hey,
an app.
Rail, bro, I'm
Files
gonna need you
showed
over here this month, bro. You feel me? We going all month. You see my eyes, bro. I got eye bags. I'm tired, twin. I ain't been sleeping for real. I don't got no time to sleep. I need you to be over here, bro. I need a stream, bro. I need one, bro. We can figure something else out, too. We could do it, nigga, through the Discord. Whatever you want to do, bro, we gonna figure it out. But I need it. You said what day I'll pull up just like that? Okay, nigga. Alright, okay, hold on. Saturday, tomorrow, let me hit you because I'm getting my agenda or I'm getting my calendar and we finna make the calendar on stream. So when I make the calendar, I'm gonna see what days like make sense and I'm gonna call you while I'm on that bitch. You feel me? Because we going 24. But like I really don't be here 24. Sometimes I be out the crib and shit, and then nigga Andy come through and then he do his shit, and then sometimes whoever here just come in their stream and just stay on. Cause you know I got work. You know we got work, nigga. We got work, bro. I know you know. Feel me? Tomorrow, cause I'll be at a baby shower. Okay, I'll be doing it at like night or shit. I'll just text you too, bro. It's not like, you know what I'm saying? I could hit you with a little text and then we could figure it out. Like, it don't have to be figured out tomorrow. We just gotta talk about that shit very soon. You feel me? But yeah, that's all. Okay, that's about if at night type shit. Just let me know. All right, word. I'm probably gonna be doing that at night. So that's, yeah, it makes sense.
Extent of the compound. This included the guest cabanas, housing for the island's caretaker, and private helipad and dock.
Hold on. Let's go back.
Did the guest cabanas, housing for the island's caretaker.
So I'm trying to figure out like what route. So they dock up here, right? This is really like the best type view that we could get. So this is the private helipad. So you could either land here or if you come on boat, you get here. And then I don't remember what this was right here. Let me go back.
Full extent of the compound. This included the guest.
So this is the guest cabana. This is where he was talking about. I'm pretty sure all the guest peoples be at guest folk
cabanas.
Or this might be where he was keeping. You know what I'm saying?
Housing for the island's caretaker.
Housing for island's caretakers. I want to know who the caretakers are, bro. We need docks on top of docks, bro. What they talking about? What did they see? What happened when they were there? I know there's a lot of people holding these secrets. There's too many people. This type of island needs a staff. First of all, let's talk about it. All right, let's really talk about this shit now. Do you think that a nigga could sustain this type of island with no staff? The nigga that was working staff saw everything, bro. So what type of contract does the nigga have to keep the niggas that are on staff from never saying shit? Nigga, make it make sense, bro. This is what I be talking about, bro. These niggas be hiding the investigations and shit at this point, bro. Put the shit on TV, bro. Give me everything. I might have to go there and investigate myself at this point, because I can't trust nobody.
And private helipad and dock. And Epstein left his darkest secrets behind when he was arrested, because the strangeness of the temple is nothing compared to the mansion. What the newly released photos revealed inside of the mansion shocked even the seasoned investigators. From the moment you enter Epstein's mansion, you start to feel like you're in a horror movie. And you kind of are. Epstein cultivated an environment of loyalty and secrecy with everyone who stepped foot on the island.
Okay, this makes sense. All right.
Be they famous faces or low-level workers that he trusted. And that led to Little St. James feeling more like a cult. That's something that becomes very obvious when you walk by a chalkboard in the main house. What people immediately noticed was a series of chalk writing featuring the words like power and deception and other hard-to-decipher messages referring to music and the time of day. But it's what isn't there that is just as haunting. The photo of the blackboard was released to the public, but not all of it. There are 5 items on the board that have been redacted, covered with a black bar. No one knows what they contain except the government, but the working theory is that they might have contained the names of top associates, and those names might still be key to any investigation. And the people who saw this board were truly in the inner circle. The chalkboard was found in the middle of the dead billionaire's library, which contained 4 upholstered armchairs all facing each other, like something out of a secret cabal
I'm
meeting.
sorry.
And one who stepped foot kind of are. Be they famous faces or low-level workers that he trusted. And that led to Little St. James feeling more like a cult. That's something that becomes very obvious when you walk by a chalkboard in the main house. What people immediately noticed was a series of chalk writing featuring the words like power and deception and other hard-to-decipher messages referring to music and the time of day. But it's what isn't there that is just as haunting. The photo of the blackboard was released to the public, but not all of it. There are 5 items on the board that have been redacted, covered with a black bar. No one knows what they contain except the government, But the working theory is that they might have contained the names of top associates, and those names might still be key to any investigation.
Yeah, because why the fuck are they blocking out words? This is what I'm be talking about, bro. How the fuck y'all gonna block out the words on a fucking black, or why I keep cussing? Why are y'all gonna block out words on a blackboard, bro? How does that make sense?
And the people who saw this board were truly in the inner circle. The chalkboard was found in the middle of the dead billionaire's library, which contained 4 upholstered armchairs all facing each other, like something out of a secret cabal meeting. The room contained several full bookshelves and a large desk. It could be a place where Epstein could impress on his associates just how important it was that they kept everything they saw to themselves, because on this island their darkest desires were possible, and it was only getting more.
Oh, this nigga just look evil in this bitch. I might grab him up right now. Look at this nigga, bruh. They did a good job of making him look evil. It's the eyebrows. I think a nigga that look angry like this, like in real life, you see a nigga that look angry like this all the time, you gotta stay away from him, because they got nothing to lose in their life. You feel me? Like, you just walking around looking angry all the time. What happened to you? Who did this to you? Stay away from these type niggas. When they eyebrows going down like this, they evil, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. Why else they keep showing us that in shows? Every time they draw somebody mad on a cartoon, they always got them eyebrows like this. So if you really see somebody like that in real life, you better stand 10 feet away, because you don't know what they gonna do to you.
More sinister from here.
No ad.
Only a small selection of the images were released to the public, but one of them included a room that seemed to be used for intimate care. There appeared to be a dental chair.
Why were their heads on the wall? Whose heads are these?
And a series of folded-up massage tables, indicating this might have been where guests received both professional and private care. But it is what was on the wall that disturbed people. What stood out the most was the masks on the wall, a series of human faces, mostly older men. The most visible one is a depiction of an older man with a long nose, bushy mustache, and a balding forehead. The mask doesn't seem to resemble anyone linked to Epstein. Instead, they look more like a grotesque Halloween mask. But why would the convicted sex trafficker need so many of these? The current theory is that these might have been the disguises used by certain high-profile visitors to conceal their identity when committing sordid acts. There is no direct evidence explaining exactly how the mask.
Why the fuck are there masks on the wall, bro? There be shit that be like it makes sense because of how evil this nigga was, but then there's shit that's just like what? Why is that on the wall? And this is one of those things. Why are there masks on the wall, bro? What type of, damn, bro? I don't even know how to explain the way I be feeling about this shit, bro. It just be so, it just don't make no sense to me, bro. I've never been a conspiracy theorist type person, but I'm turning into one, bro. They're making me into one every day. Every day I wake up and I see something else on TikTok, it put it in my brain. It stack up on top of each other, and that's the problem, bro. I gotta get out of this, bro. But we really stuck in a simulation. That's all I wanted y'all to know. I can't explain everything, because if I do, I might get struck down at this moment. But just know, a lot of shit y'all gotta do y'all research. Open your third eye. Real eyes, real eyes, real eyes.
Masks were used, but their presence remains one of the most unsettling unanswered questions on the island. And the island was visited by some of the most high-profile VIPs around. Only a few victims have testified, but those who have said they saw some well-known names present, including businessmen, celebrities, royals, and presidents. Although very few of these contacts have been confirmed, one victim stated that she was given to a minister who proceeded to assault her. At a certain point, anonymity would provide an extra level of security, and the masks were introduced. Epstein wanted to make sure his high-profile clients were taken care of, and the house was designed for anything, most of it depraved. Investigators discovered a large steam room, a place where the guests could come for a sauna, and it was heavily stocked with pillows, towels, and lotions, indicating that this was a very active part of the house. It's believed this was one of the most heavily used rooms for sex in the compound, and Virginia Giuffre mentioned being assaulted there. The bathroom was equipped with baby powder, perfume, and moisturizer, making sure that visitors were taken care of. Giuffre revealed the island was designed as a paradise for its twisted guests and a dark prison for the many women trafficked there. But this wasn't the only room where abuse took place. One photo revealed a room investigators say may be one of the most disturbing spaces on the island. A large oval tub rests against the wall, and 2 wicker chairs are positioned in front of it. A towel appears to be laid out on the floor, perhaps a place for guests to pause after whatever illegal and depraved acts they committed. But even more disturbing was the chair placed beside the bath itself. It suggests that on the island, even the most intimate moments could attract an audience. And the more you explore the island, the stranger it becomes. Epstein saw himself as a patron of the arts, and plenty of strange objects could be found on the island. Beside the massive pool outside of the compound is a large bronze sculpture that looks like an African tribal archer, pointing his bow intimidatingly at anyone who walks by. Despite all that's known about Epstein's crimes by now, much of his private life remains shrouded in mystery. We still know relatively little about the man and his personal tastes, and the architect of this bizarre statue is unknown. But one object might be more haunting than any other because it holds all of the secrets. Today, it's pretty rare to see a landline anywhere. Most people have cell phones, and someone involved in criminal activity would likely have numerous burner phones to avoid detection. But one object inside of the mansion raised more questions than almost anything else that investigators photographed. An old-fashioned Panasonic phone, and most importantly, a series of shortcut buttons designed to make it easy for Epstein to contact his most important associates. And the new information it provides just deepens the puzzle. The shortcuts are labeled with his New York office, but also names. Men named Darren, Rich, Mike, Patrick, and Larry are all listed as contacts, but no further information is provided.
Happy Black History Month, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's that time of the year, you feel me? Everybody lock in, you know what I'm saying? If y'all see a black person, I want you to say, Happy Black History Month. And clap for him. Look him dead in the eye and tell him that. And then start clapping for him. Make him feel honored. That was some real shit that you just put down here. Happy Black History Month to you too. I don't even know if you black. I hope you are. But if you're not, still, I think.
Other names have been redacted in the images provided by the Justice Department, possibly because they've been identified and are under further investigation.
Hey, bro, it's all good if you broke, bro, or if your PC is broken. It ain't never a problem, you know what I'm saying? Reparations, segregation. You know what I'm saying? It's all the same. Nah, let me don't clip that. Nobody can clip that. That was not a good clip. I don't want that going out. But reparations, you know what I'm saying? It's all good. It ain't a problem, you feel me? As long as you kept your black people in mind of who you cared about. You know what I'm saying? That's the real hustle, real grind. You know what I'm saying?
Investigation. However, the 5 names we know haven't been used.
Look, this is what I'm saying. There's somebody that knows how to Crispy Kenny. Let me see what this is. There's somebody that knows how to decipher these names though. Let me tell y'all something. Darren, Rich, Mike, Patrick, Larry. I promise you there's acronyms or something. Something's going on here. These seem like names that can easily be put together by putting in some letters or doing some weird alphabetical shit. You know what I'm saying? I need the smart niggas to really look at this and try and figure out, based off of the people that we know is there. We got to figure this out because I don't think that this should be allowed, that he just had these random contacts knowing what we know about what he did. You feel me? It's not right. It don't make sense. You feel what I'm saying? Let me see. Crispy Kenny _ I feel like Obama in 2008. That's a great title. Great title. Damn, bro. I gotta get on the TikTok reactions, bro.
This is a very suggestive picture here, bro. This one right here.
Let me follow this nigga. Anyways, bro, I read this nerd blog and there's a nerd who downloaded all the files and is doing nerd shit to uncensor him. That's what he needed. We need him. Where is he at? Because this the problem. Nobody telling us nothing. The FBI, bro, we need the strongest team of hackers that we've ever had. But I ain't gonna lie, I'm realizing low key throughout all of this, bro, is that like, bro, I always have seen the FBI as like a place that like really covers their tracks all the way to the max. But like any job and any type of people, there's gonna be holes, bro, in their work, bro. And this is like, I've been seeing so much about like nigga emails. Somebody got into the email. Somebody got into this. I'm like, damn, bro. Like y'all niggas don't got nothing on lock. You have the Twitch setting on to block all links as. I don't think so. But you feel me?
Pinpoint.
Let me finish this video real quick so I can put it on my YouTube, and then we'll keep talking. You just got 2 minutes real quick. Oh, you had the Twitch setting on to block all links. I see your chat on screen. Damn, wait, I blocked all links. The links I sent are blocked. Let me see. Let me try and Tayshawn Q unblock his links, bro. Let me finish this video real quick, and then we gon' do that. Just give me 2 minutes, bro, real quick. My bad.
Associates of Epstein. We are not even sure if these are real names or aliases, and any phone lines associated with them have likely long been discontinued. And one room held darker stories than any other. Some of the clearest details about Epstein and Little St. James come from Giuffre's book. She had mentioned a large interior bedroom with a single white bed and plenty of mood lighting, as well as other light furnishings like a work desk and fans. This was the bedroom where Giuffre said she was assaulted by men, and the bedroom showed up in the photos exactly as she described it. The room is the most infamous scene of Epstein's crime, and one item in the room hints at the sickening activities that went on in there. If you zoom in on the bedside table in the room, you'll see two objects, a black blindfold and a flashlight. Were these items part of the twisted games the powerful men who visited here liked to play? The actual dark details of the island and the sick activities within.
Bro, what the fuck else is niggas using a blindfold and a fucking light for, bro? I don't understand this shit, bro. How could we let this happen, man? How?
As well as who was participating in them are still shrouded in mystery. But with every new photo...
Also, Squiggy Possum, before I forget, we're on 24/7 this month. You feel me? When I sleep, that's when y'all watch videos. But like during the day, I got my brother on here. I come on nighttime. You feel me? We not turning off stream. So if you ever bored, you need to watch something on stream, you know where to go.
That's released, another piece of the puzzle falls into place and increases the demand for answers and justice. And Giuffre hinted that the island had an even more disturbing purpose. The island looks like a place of luxury, but for those who were brought there, it was anything but. Giuffre revealed that the trafficked women and girls brought there had their passports confiscated, and they were kept against their will. That means that many of the luxury buildings here might actually have been used as prisons, which would potentially be another purpose for the barred from the outside temple. Was it meant to keep people out or to keep...
It was meant to keep people in. We know this shit. Who the fuck is we kidding, bro? We know this.
Epstein's victims from getting free. Investigators believe that some of the most disturbing discoveries haven't been made public yet. The island hasn't given up all its secrets yet. More disturbing pictures are coming, and they may yet dig up the dark secrets and bold-faced names that made their way to the island. Now go check out what really happened to Jeffrey Epstein to discover the mysterious...
Alright, chat, that was a good one. Let me use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. We can get into more. And then we gonna, you know what I'm saying? We gonna vibe. We gonna vibe with it. Lean with with
In my thoughts, I've been fighting demons, say no invitation. When I lose my shit, it's not cool, bad situation. Why am I wearing all these faces? In my truth, I'm a bad man, can't keep up with the evasion. Gotta stand on business and stay solo. Still praying for the days where the niggas ask for photos. In my head, am I the problem? Bad thoughts, yeah, I caught them. Bloody fists, yeah, I fought them. Road to riches, I'm on the bottom. So do I take my time and just fight my temptation? Or do I let go all my problems? Can I say salutation?